Hey, what's up guys? So like I said in my previous video, I will be doing a life cleansing chronicle, and this is solely inspired by Smartista Beauty's video. Like, she posted like I think a week or two ago, and it was just amazing. It was so like mind-changing that I felt like this is what most people should do, and I think this is a very important thing to know how to do. So I'm doing the chronicles because I feel like the mind, body, and soul, how to cleanse them, should be more separated because there's a lot of details that go within it. So did my research, got my notes right here, and I live in New York City, and if you live in New York City or any really big city, you know that people and responsibilities and just it's too much, and it can be very overbearing. So I feel like one time out of the week, out of the month, you should take for yourself to make sure that you're okay mentally, emotionally, physically, and everything that is in this chronicle is connected. So we're going to focus more on the mind today, and let's see what I came up with. So if you want to know what I'm about to say, keep on watching. So the first tip I have is to have a day off of technology. We live in the 21st century, so let's be real. A day completely without technology ain't gonna cut it. This is not gonna work. So what I want to do is make sure you limit the amount of technology you do for this day. The one thing that you should cut off for this entire day is social media. I know that is so hard, and if you're beginning, like if you're a beginner at this, take off one social media per week for that one day. You know, quitting cold turkey, it's hard. It's hard, but you can, like, I believe if you go slowly, you can do it. Now if you do this once a week, one thing you want to focus on is making sure that you have quiet time, which is your me time, and that's when you can focus on other things. Also, what you can do during this day, whatever day you decide to do it, I like to do it on a Sunday because I don't like to be bothered on a Sunday, is read a book. And you can read any type of book, but the best type of book to read during this process is a motivational book. And I just believe that, like, what you put into your mind believes, and your mind formulates how you're going to live your life. So I have 3 books that I feel like is a must read. Like, it's very life-changing. The 3 books that I'm going to be telling you about is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And these books are very old style. Like, they're during our time. They're considered modern, but they're not modern. So definitely check out that book. And for reading these books during this time, you can either use ebooks, Nooks, get the actual paper copy, because I feel like the paper copy is the best thing to do. But if you can't get the paper copy, then I would definitely go and like get the ebook or get the audibles. Like, if you don't really feel like reading, let them talk to you. I feel like that's a good option too. And usually you can find these things for free, but if you have to get the audiobook, it's probably only like, it's not even going to be that much money. So it's a very good investment if you have to pay. And if you can just find them, like if you can just find a PDF, that's fine too. So if I'm going to look for the PDF, and if I can find the PDF, I'll definitely link it in the description box for you to check out. The next book is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. That book is definitely a life changer. Like, it's a game changer. This book is definitely a game changer, and I recommend that you read this book. This is during 1900s too. Like, the 2 books are during the 1900s. I think the first one is 1930s, and the one I'm telling you right now is 1950s, 60s, but considered modern still. But those are really good books to check into, audio, whatever you want to do. And the last one is Drive by Daniel H. Pink. This book is by Daniel H. Pink, and this is also something that I really believe in, like, fully, is that if you want to do something, go for it. Your drive is what's gonna make you really work for what you're doing. If you find something interesting and you love it, you're gonna get it. Like, no matter what you do, you're always gonna be focused on getting this one thing. And that's what the book is mainly talking about, is how you need drive to succeed. Okay, so another thing, which is the last thing to do during this day off of technology, is definitely to meditate. And people look at me crazy because I tell them I meditate, and it's just, when they start doing it, that's when they understand where I'm coming from. So the mind needs to be away from everyday life and everyday stress in order to quiet down. And your mind is constantly throwing thoughts after thoughts after thoughts, and it's just good to have that one time to just calm down and relax the mind so it can go on to better things. Now, meditation is what this is segueing into. You want to make sure that you're in a very quiet and comfortable area, like sitting down, laying down, it's whatever you want to do. As long as you're comfortable, because you're going to be there for a while just thinking and not thinking and concentrating. So you want to make sure that you're very comfortable and it's quiet enough to focus on yourself. Also, what you want to do is make sure that you're not too stiff, but you're not too laid back. Like, you want to make sure that you're comfortable sitting up straight, which is something it also helps with. Now, the most important thing about meditating is to make sure that you focus on the present. We're going to get rid of the past. We're going to not think about the future. We're going to focus on what are you doing right now. Present. This very second is what you want to concentrate on. A very good tip when meditating is to definitely just focus on your breathing. Breathing is like one thing that will calm your body down. If you think about it, you'll automatically start forgetting things. You want to make sure that while you breathe, you feel everything through your body from like top to bottom. You just feel how it feels to be. That sounds really confusing. Feel all the vibrations going through your body is the best way to do this. If you are a beginner, you're definitely gonna get thoughts here and there. Like, you're not gonna be able to just focus on nothing. That's beginners. I still do that, and I've been meditating for a couple years now. But what you want to not do is bash yourself and try to take these thoughts away to be empty. You don't want it to be empty. As these thoughts come in and out, you want to note them. Like, why are you thinking this? Why is this coming to mind? Why is it so important that when you're trying to focus on nothing that it comes up? And don't castrate yourself about it. Don't beat yourself up about what you're thinking, because you're thinking it for a reason, and there's always an underlying reason for you thinking it. So once you start thinking about something, be like, okay, noted, back to my breathing. You always want to go back to breathing as a safe spot. Being aware of how you're breathing, how it's changing, how your heart's beating, how your body's moving is called a distraction. As neuroscientists have definitely found out that's the way to stop thinking about something, is to think about something else. So if you're thinking about something more neutral, because it's positive, but it's more neutral, then you'll definitely stop thinking about this one thing that you keep thinking about. And again, you also want to be very understanding to your body, like to your mind. Giving yourself negativity is probably the worst negativity you can get. And as it comes to a conclusion and you feel like you've calm, relaxed, and all that, slowly come out. Like, slowly start moving your body and slowly start getting out of this state of relaxation. So the next tip I'm going to talk about is not really like very known. It's actually very low-key. Like, this is super low-key, and I apologize for how I'm about to say this because I know I'm not going to pronounce it right because I cannot speak English. It's the Ayurvedic method, and it's basically, what comes from it is tongue scraping. Tongue scraping is usually just looked at very hygienically, like when you're brushing your teeth and you just want to get the germs off, right? And that's really useful too, like getting rid of this layer of gunk and germs off of your tongue makes you taste better. And your mind takes your taste receptors very seriously, and taste is something that's linked to happiness. You know, who don't love food? Like, food is life, and if you can taste your food better, don't you think you'll be more happy? So this is a very, like, it's a method that's used for both body and mind, because your mouth is the gateway to your mind and your body. So making sure that this layer of dirt is also going to cause you to be more healthy, but we'll talk about that more in like the body video. When I talk about the life cleansing and body edition, that's when we'll talk about it more. And you can find a tongue scraper anywhere, like drugstore, CVS, Rite Aid, Dwayne Reed, they all got them. You'll be fine. So I don't know about you, but music is my life. Like, I listen to everything from pop, hip hop, rap, trap, drill. I listen to everything. So we all know that this right here is the hardest thing to do, and what you want to do is to replace all this hardcore music and put in something more calm, like jazz. Jazz is really nice. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Is to use jazz or motivational speakers or motivational podcasts. Podcasts are free. You can go to those and listen to those, and like just do that like 1 week out of the month, and just replace your playlist with these things. Your mind does what it's told. You tell your mind, let's go kill something and have sex with random people. That's what you're gonna put in your mind. You're gonna put all these like really hardcore and negative things in your mind. That's what you're gonna be accustomed to now. And giving your mind a break from that and giving it something more positive will definitely change your life around. So yeah, those are all my tips for mind cleansing, and if you have any more tips, definitely leave them down below. I'm definitely going to be doing this journey, so don't be scared to put in the comments how this is going for you, or do whatever. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Definitely look out for the next video, which is going to be probably going to do this with another makeup or hair tutorial. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pair these with something else, so you have two things. So definitely leave in the comments down below what you want to see next. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it, like I said in my last video. But anyway, love you guys.